I sent my kid to school with adult lunches and got a note from her teacher. My 7-year-old son, Jake, has always been a picky eater. I'm talking the kind of kid who will only eat chicken nuggets shaped like dinosaurs, not regular ones. The cafeteria food at his school is basically cardboard, so I pack his lunch every day. Last month, I was rushing around trying to get ready for work when I realized I forgot to buy his usual lunch stuff. No juice boxes, no goldfish crackers, none of his normal kid food. I was already running late and couldn't hit the store, so I looked in my fridge and just started packing whatever I had. I made him a turkey and Swiss sandwich on wheat bread, threw in some grapes, a string cheese, and grabbed one of my leftover pasta salads from dinner. Oh, and I didn't have any juice boxes, so I put his water in a regular water bottle and packed my leftover iced coffee in a thermos. I figured he wouldn't drink it anyway, but I needed something to fill the lunchbox. Jake didn't complain when I dropped him off. He's pretty easygoing about most stuff. I completely forgot about the weird lunch until I picked him up that afternoon. His teacher, Mrs. Collins, pulled me aside with this concerned look on her face. She handed me a folded piece of paper and said we needed to discuss Jake's lunch choices. I opened the note right there in the hallway. It said that Jake had brought inappropriate items to school, including what appeared to be alcoholic beverages. They were concerned about his home environment and wanted to schedule a meeting. I started laughing because I realized what happened. The iced coffee looked suspicious to them. Jake had apparently been trading his fancy lunch items with other kids all week, becoming like the lunchroom entrepreneur. Turns out other parents had been asking their kids why they couldn't have grown-up sandwiches and pasta salad like Jake. Some kid told his mom that Jake had beer in his thermos, which obviously wasn't true, but word spread fast. Mrs. Collins looked confused when I explained it was just iced coffee. I showed her the thermos and let her smell it. She seemed embarrassed, but said they had to follow protocol when parents reported concerns. The funny part was that Jake had been loving his new lunches. He told me later that kids were offering him their cookies and chips in exchange for his grapes and cheese. He felt like he was eating fancy grown-up food, so I decided to keep packing him adult lunches. I made him wraps with real deli meat, added hummus and crackers, threw in some cherry tomatoes. I even got him one of those bento boxes with different compartments. Within a week, half the kids in his class were begging their parents for grown-up lunches too. Mrs. Collins actually thanked me because the kids were eating healthier and there were fewer lunchroom arguments. Jake started requesting specific things for his lunch. He wanted the spinach salad I made for myself, or leftover stir-fry from dinner. Kid went from eating nothing but processed food to asking for vegetables. Other parents started asking me for lunch ideas. Apparently, their kids were coming home complaining that their lunches were boring compared to Jake's. I felt like I accidentally started some kind of lunch revolution. The best part was parent-teacher conferences. Mrs. Collins told me Jake had become more confident and was even helping other kids try new foods during lunchtime. All because I ran out of juice boxes one morning. Now I pack him adult lunches on purpose. Yesterday, he had leftover Thai food and mineral water. He traded half his pad Thai for 2 chocolate chip cookies and thought he got the better deal. Who knew that forgetting to buy Lunchables would turn my picky eater into a little foodie?